Hello there, Star Wars fans. Today I have a Rebels sequel update for you, as well as some other Star Wars animation news. So let's get right into it. So first up here we have a tweet from Corey Van Dyke. He is part of the Kessel Run Transmissions YouTube channel, and he stated on Twitter, upon talking to more sources, a lot of them are calling this a Rebels successor series. Going back to what I said, the series will be about more than just the hunt for Ezra. If I had to guess, we'll see Zeb and Hera turn up at some point as well. And that's really encouraging to hear that we may see some of those returning characters from Rebels. And whether it's a successor series or a sequel, at the end of the day, as long as we see Ahsoka and Sabine searching for Ezra, I think that's what the majority of us would like. But what's really important is the Bespin Bulletin actually retweeted this with a comment, and they stated, months upon months ago, pre The Rise of Skywalker, I was told there was a successor to Rebels in development. What that is, I don't know. The word sequel wasn't used. It didn't seem imminent. It appears at Corey Wolfpack is now hearing it's a successor series also. So as I've suggested in the past, there are several folks who have come out and supported Corey and Noah of the Kessel Run Transmissions when it comes to this rumor about a Star Wars Rebels sequel or successor, whatever you want to call it. And this is yet another example of a reliable source backing them up on this rumor. But that's not all I want to talk about today. I do want to get to that other Star Wars animation news. I also want to talk about something that makes me a little bit nervous as to how soon we're going to see this Rebels successor series. And that is how involved Dave Filoni has been with The Mandalorian. Now, the Disney Gallery The Mandalorian has really shown us behind the scenes how involved Dave Filoni was, and I'm assuming he's going to be equally involved in season 2 of The Mandalorian. You see, Dave Filoni was on the set every day, it seems, with The Mandalorian. As the producer of the series, he was working with the other directors, helping guide the series with Jon Favreau, and learning about live action directing along the way. At one point in the Disney Gallery The Mandalorian, we even hear that Dave Filoni was running a second unit directing pickups, which is encouraging to hear him getting so much directing experience in live action, but at the same time, it raises the question of how is he going to create a Star Wars Rebels sequel or successor during this time as well. And I'll admit, it's hard to figure out exactly when all this is happening, but if that Rebels successor series is coming, Dave Filoni has been a very busy man. Add to this the fact that there's a rumor floating around that Dave Filoni is starting a Star Wars MCU-like universe where we will have crossovers between the Mandalorian, an Ahsoka Tano series, a Boba Fett series, and another unknown series at this point. And it just seems like Dave Filoni is going to have a really hard time making all of this happen. It certainly has me quite worried about how involved Dave Filoni has been with this Rebels successor. That said, at the beginning of this video, I suggested that I had some other animation news, and that has to do with the Clone Wars sequel that has been rumored by, again, Corey and Noah of the Kessel Run Transmissions. Now, Noah tweeted out on Twitter, "We can 100% say that the next Star Wars animated series features the Bad Batch as the main leads. It'll take place after the Siege of Mandalore, and Hunter, Crosshair, Tech, Wrecker, and Echo will all be back." And this is exactly what I speculated on my last video on the topic of the Clone Wars. But what you might have missed from that tweet is that this is going to be the next animation series. So unfortunately, folks, it seems like that Star Wars Rebels sequel or successor isn't going to be coming quite as soon as we thought. But what's really even more important here is that Corey Van Dyke tweeted out that Star Wars Newsnet covered this rumor. And Star Wars Newsnet is not going to run a story about a Clone Wars sequel unless they have some indication that it is legit. They are a very reliable source of information, and this goes a long way to support this rumor that Corey and Noah are on the right track. But hey, Star Wars fans, what do you think about all this? Let me know in the comments below. Are you excited for this Rebels successor and Clone Wars spinoff? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I'm Mike. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.